And good morning, we're live here at the CMA Fest 2025, Day 2. Thank you to everyone who is amazing out there and helped us get here, including 50 Shades of Play, Dan Wesley White, Hunter Styles Music, and Orville Stober. We really appreciate you all getting the opportunity to be here. Also, a huge shout out to my wonderful supervisor slash secretary who helps me out with everything, Miss Emily Anderson. Emily, this is James Maslow, Big Time Rush.
Hi Emily, how we doing?
We're shouting you out. James Maslow from Big Time Rush is here. How you doing?
I'm so good, man. How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. First and foremost, thank you so much for your time today.
My pleasure. Happy to be here.
So let's kind of talk a little bit about what you got going on this week and what you're doing.
Well, it's nice to be home. I was just traveling for about a month. I was in Europe. I proposed and got engaged to my now fiance. Then spent about a week, a little more than a week in Israel. I did collaborations with some awesome artists out there. So I have a solo project that we're probably going to launch with this song called On My Mind, looking around October. So we're putting together a lot of my own music, but of course the focus is Big Time Rush, our world tour, the In Real Life tour, which rehearsal starts next week, this weekend actually, and we kick it off in about a month.
That's so cool. Now, you were on Nickelodeon growing up and all of that. What goes through your mind having all of these amazing opportunities to be on TV and be together as a band?
Truthfully, the more that I get the opportunity, whether it's acting, film and TV, or continue to be on stage with bands, making my own music, the more grateful that I am. It's hard to do it once. It's much, much harder to have longevity and continue to do it. And I've been able to do this now coming up on 2 decades professionally, which is pretty wild. And when I think about that, it just gives me such an enormous amount of gratitude that I have enough fans, enough people out in the world who care about it, so I can keep doing this.
Definitely. And so this week you're at the Fitness at Fest. Is that correct?
We did that this morning.
So that was this morning.
Yes, we got a nice
how did
little
that
sweat.
go?
It was so much fun. Callie Gillickson is an awesome fitness instructor. She was like there representing Peloton and leading the workout. And then Taylor Holder and I kind of flanking her, looking, pretending like we know what we're doing out there. I mean, I work out pretty much every day, so it was a little foreign, but a lot of fun, to be honest. I've never really hosted a workout class before, but she inspired me, and maybe I'll do one myself one day.
Yeah, that's cool. Now let's talk a little bit about any upcoming projects or singles you might have as a band.
As a band, yeah. So we've yet to announce upcoming music. We are working on it. This tour, it's tough to put out too much new music because then we're going to want to play the new music.
Oh, yeah.
In this tour, we promised the fans we're going to play every show, every song from every episode of the show.
Oh, okay.
Which is somewhere
every
around
show.
40,
I was going to say, how are you going to get to every state?
Well, the music, yeah. That's still something like 43, 44 songs. So there's not much room to introduce too much new music. But we are working real hard on putting together a one-of-a-kind show in a way that we've never done it.
That is so cool. Now, if you had the opportunity to collaborate with any artist, whether they're with us today or not, who would you choose and why would you choose them?
I feel like I could give a different answer each time to this question, but I'm going to see Kelsey Ballerini perform on the main stage, and I'm looking forward to that. I think she'd be a pretty badass class.
Oh yeah, that would be really, really cool. Now, where do you see yourself? You've had this opportunity to be on TV and do all these amazing things. If there's one thing that you haven't accomplished with your music career yet, what do you want to accomplish?
While I have put out some music on my own, it's been a while. And I've never been as excited as I am about the music I'm writing now. What I'm doing with my project that I started since I got to Nashville is creating music that is the most 100% authentic to me, telling stories about my life, my experiences, working with other artists that I love and I look up to. So I'm most excited about starting this new chapter, this new journey, where of course I want BTR to keep going, and I love that, right? But that's different music and it's a different message when the 4 of us sing a song within my own space. So as an artist, I'm ecstatic to put out art that is 100% unapologetically authentic.
Definitely. Now, if there's any advice that you want to give to any aspiring musicians out there that want to do it, maybe some people that have watched you growing up but want to get into the industry, what would you tell them?
First of all, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe you can get there. Because if you don't believe it, others won't, right?
Right.
One of my favorite old adages is whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're absolutely right. So you got to believe in yourself. The second bit I would say is work your butt off.
Oh, yeah.
Keep doing it. Stay in class. Like, success comes when preparation meets opportunity. You can't control all the opportunities. You sure as heck can control how prepared you are. So work, train. If you love what you're doing, that shouldn't feel like work, so keep it up.
Absolutely.
And then the third part is remember to have fun. If you ain't having fun, then you're in the wrong industry. You should
Oh
love
yeah,
it.
definitely, and you're definitely wrong in the industry. You're not gonna be like, I guess happy with what you're doing, And if you're not doing it and having fun, yes, there's gonna be some times where you're gonna have mistakes and stuff like that, but you gotta be happy with what you're doing.
Anything's tough, right? Any business, even if you love it, there's going to be the moments where it's difficult. But if you don't enjoy the majority of the process, the training, the practice, the people you're working with, then you're never going to be good. You can't just wait until you're quote-unquote successful.
Correct.
Yeah. Right. I read this in the Morgan Housel book, who's one of my favorite financial writers, actually. But it stuck out to me weirdly, where he said, I think he said it's dangerous, but I kind of look at it more like it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate when ambition increases faster than satisfaction, which to me means you can't just keep waiting for the next thing to be more satisfying. You accomplish your goal, and then you immediately, you gotta enjoy it. You gotta celebrate the little wins. You gotta have fun along the way.
Definitely, very well said, James. Now, people that don't know much about you, where can they find more information or a little bit about you and yourself?
Social media, Instagram's kind of my main platform, so at James Maslow, from there to TikTok, to Facebook, to X, YouTube. In fact, about to launch a new channel with my fiance, Adventures of James and Caitlin, so we'll be putting up a bunch of content on there in the near future.
That's awesome. James, thank you so much for your time today. We greatly appreciate it.
Likewise, man.